For this Instructables, I wrote a story. Around that story, I created a costume. It's called the Keeler Ceremonial Costume. This is a costume that Sarah will wear to help her team members escape. The Instructable members, volunteers, and alien allies have decided to go ahead with the Houston Rendezvous escape plan. We have worked diligently on a no-fail plan. It is swift, simple, and cheap. A tour through the town of Roswell and to Area 51, the Rosalian community, will give you insight to the aliens' background. Townspeople have lined the streets with green lights, honoring the local aliens. The Red Cross donated this sign for their charity work. The museum is filled with interesting facts surrounding the Roswell incident. The retailers have accommodated our friendly ones. The aliens park their saucers on the top of buildings. This driver missed his aim and got a DWI. We are entering Area 51 into the alien community. Rosalians are very spiritual people, and this is their spiritual guide. They live and work in the 50s. Area 51 is where the aliens work and play. The offspring can choose any time period and any planet in which to live. But they chose the 50s lifestyle, living in Roswell, New Mexico. They plan on returning to their world when the play ban is lifted. Here is one of the alien motel signs in the alien district. This is another home of an alien. This is their spacecraft body shop and repair shop. They need medical attention. They love their Harleys just like everybody else. Bad aliens go to jail. The local sheriff's office. The government is conducting a test on the aliens. They are testing their alcohol tolerance in a competitive card game. This guy's cheating. Here is an experiment done on one of the victims from the crash site. X-rays showed small alien eggs inside the victim, and doctors tried hatching them. After a year, they placed the eggs in a small wooden box and buried it in a hole at Area 51. The eggs hatched and survived because alien genes passes all family history, survival, and planet information onto the memory of their offspring. The native allies learned that their parents left the trans world because leaders were harsh in their belief that play has no useful benefits to society. You will often see Diggs in his data receiving position, collecting space signals and reading them. Diggs often communicates with his trans world friend Riggs, who will be a key player in your escape. Diggs got his name because of his great sense of humor. Riggs was recently nicknamed by Diggs because of his part in your escape plan. The care package contains masks for all team members to prevent trans-alien officials from reading your minds. They can only read the frontal part of your mind. Keep your head down or turn slightly to one direction or the other if you are not wearing your mask. The ceremonial costume and headgear will be worn by Sarah. She will have special privileges and will be granted certain requests that will allow her to use her costume's accessories to retrieve codes to open the doors and access the launching area to the donated spacecraft. The care package will include all the things you need to build Instructables that your members have posted on your website. These Instructables have been modified by Roz, our alien specialist on primitive tools, which are allowed in care packages. He has modified the parts by installing high-tech devices that will pass the security process. Sarah's costume includes a disc that holds the card that will drive the craft. and other things that might not pass through security. You and your staff are in no real danger. The trans people are not hostile. They are just proud to be known as being the most technical masterminds in the universe and want to keep it that way. Riggs will assist you and the team in volunteering for the Keeler Project. Anyone can sign up. No one has signed up for this in many years. The Keeler Project is a very harsh work program that requires unbelievable hours and physical labor. A Keeler ceremony will be given in honor of the volunteers. Don't worry, you won't be there to attend the work project. Volunteering gives you unlimited access to the internet and gives you more freedom to access other areas of the ship, which is crucial in executing the plan. Sarah will request a tour of the launching deck when she gives her acceptance speech. When they take her there, the disc on her costume will get the access code. While on the deck, she'll ask to sit in a saucer and the disc will record the code to enter the spacecraft area. The ceremony will give the entire trans world a month off. This will gain favor with the people. You may request certain food and drinks to be served. Cocoa Fluffs for everyone, laced with a special ingredient from Roz. Diggs' day job is working in the bottling factory. It's up to him to test the liquid contents before capping the bottles. This is where he adds the kicker ingredient that Ross didn't have access to. Sarah proposes her toast, and everybody's required to drink the special drink. As soon as they drink the drink, the sedative takes effect and they all fall into a deep sleep. The aliens are hoping the several weeks of rest will prove to the top officials that rest plays a big part in the ability to perform one's tasks. New laws will be passed. Once laws are passed, many aliens will return to their mother planet. Here is a saucer just like the one you and the team will be traveling on. You will arrive in Houston, Texas, where you will be staying exactly 1 week. Texas is a sovereign state. Its motto is "Don't mess with Texas," and this motto is known world and space-wide. You and the team will board the spacecraft with Riggs, and the disc we sent has a special GPS system designed to take you to a designated place in Houston, and Riggs will be the pilot. Okay people, it sounds like it's getting ready to take off. It is taking off. It's going. It's gone. It's gone. Please consider a layover at Roswell so you can meet the key players of Operation Houston Rendezvous. You should be able to arrive in San Francisco in plenty of time to judge the Halloween contest. This is Alpha Dog out. There is a moral to this story. You don't mess with Instructables. You don't mess with Sarah. You don't mess with Diggs. You don't mess with Diggs. You don't mess with Riggs. And you don't mess with Texas. Welcome home and happy Halloween.